It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Next on Madden Football.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And off we go from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he gets him around 6 there. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and long for him here. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there, because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for you guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Carr off the play fake. That's into the hands of Moreau. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Carr. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 32. Connects on the crosser. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Along the sideline past midfield. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They're set up at the 35 now. Play action now for Herbert. Finding Hurst. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Running it again with Dobbins. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here comes Williams on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Carr here from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Carr throwing on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers take possession. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Palmer motioning right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Johnston brings it in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Searches from the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. His punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's down all the way to the 30. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing his car. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Third down run by Dobbins. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Saints will get set to take over. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw, Carr. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. That's complete to Wilson. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Finds his fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Cut near the goal line. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit, but first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel, so let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 31. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and just 2 to go. Carr setting to throw. Kamara's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Running right, it's Kamara. A lot of grass ahead. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Back to the air. Carr. Wilson's got it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Kamara running out of the gun. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They kick the running back in motion. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams. He breaks it. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Chargers 7.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings them to third down.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
On third down, Herbert escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get an even 10 on that play. And he brings up an LA first down. Three quarters in the books from this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. New set of downs for him from the 46. Herbert on first down. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing now, following the turnover. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Carr here from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Blitz coming, Carr. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Pressure coming for Carr. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was, effective.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 7.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He finds McConkey. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing deep for the end zone. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running behind center with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Counter give to Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And they're going to take over possession. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now to throw. Finding Hurst. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here he is to throw. Completed to Hurst. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. To throw. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Looking to throw it. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now. This throw is caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So it's a win for the Saints. Well, partner, another contest in the books. Great work, and as always, a pleasure to call it with you up here in the booth.
No matter how many games we call together, it never loses its excitement. No 2 games are exactly the same, so there's always a new story waiting to be told when we get to this field on game day.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.